Good evening, Unique Couples Community. Day
Woo-hoo.
22.
Catch 22. Now I can do the 22. 22, 22.
Yes, we are at day 22 of the 7 pillars to strengthen your marriage summit. Marriage on a mission.
Oh, yes.
We have been here for the past 21 days, and today is another exciting day. So go ahead and share, go ahead and like, go ahead and let family members and friends know that we are live.
Oh, yes, we are. It is 7 pillars to strengthen your marriage summit. We are talking about marriage on a mission. And so we are definitely on a mission this month with 30 days, 30 couples, and 30 ways to make your relationship stronger, healthier, and happier in 30 minutes or less a day. And we had some dynamic couples on, and we were so excited about them sharing. And of course, they also shared and were a part of our 7 pillars to strengthen your marriage book.
Yes.
And so to have them live and direct was wonderful for them to come on and join us on the platform. And most of them would have contributed to chapters 8 and 9. Chapter 8 is
do's and don'ts.
And
chapter
then chapter
9 is ideas that work.
Yes. And so today we want to share with you some other couples who were also a part of that experience and being a part of sharing in chapters 8 and chapters 9. And so we want to share their experiences and what they had to share. Well, at least not all, because you have to go ahead and buy the book. Yeah. But some of what they said in the book, just to whet your appetite a bit, introduce these couples. And so I have my good friends. We have Andrew and Camille all the way in Canada, and they shared, and of course, Camille also shared her own video. You could catch it on our Facebook page, and we'll put it up on YouTube as well. So you can go ahead and catch that on Unique Couples Facebook. She did her own video, but she shared. And then we also had, of course, Henrietta, the Lockhart shared. We mentioned them earlier in the previous video. Then we had Deborah and Tracy Wood sharing, so the Woods. And we'll also share a little on final couple would be
Willis and Raquel Henfield.
Raquel, they were in Eleuthera at the time of the writing. So we're excited to share on some of the tidbits that they wrote in the book, 7 Pillars to Strengthen Your Marriage. Yes.
So we just want to touch on one or two of the points that Andrew and Camille would have mentioned in the do's and don'ts in chapter number 8.
Yes.
And one point that they mentioned.
You're gonna choose some, and I can choose as well. I get to choose. Okay, so you go ahead.
One of the things what they mentioned was clean up after yourself. When we clean up after ourselves, we show each other that we are considerate and kind. And that wasn't mentioned in these last 21 days, so I just wanted to give you that little tidbit, that nugget, because cleanliness is next to godliness. And we know the importance of being clean, because like with the men, especially like if you are a mechanic, you want to make sure those fingernails are clean. You want to make sure those hands are clean. So you want to make sure that you are clean. So
that's for everything, right?
Yes, that's for everything. I just wanted to give that analogy there, but that there is very, very important. So you wanted to mention?
Well, you go ahead as well.
Yeah. So, and then just another one was do little things for your partner just because. Do not wait for special days or moments. And that's important. You want to make sure you continue doing the little things, and it's the little things that count.
Yeah.
So if your spouse loves a Cadbury chocolate, surprise them with a Cadbury chocolate. Don't wait until anniversary or Valentine. So you want to do that, you could just pop up and do that anytime.
Yeah.
And those little things, they count, they add up. So go ahead and do that.
Ooh, yeah. So they like chocolate. You can just say Cadbury because Cadbury is not sponsoring this video. Okay, so oh, cheers. Okay, so I think this one I like. I think I'll share this. Share this one. Spend time together doing nothing or doing random things. And so often we find that a lot of couples have a problem being together. And that, my dear, it's a problem.
Big problem.
That's a big problem. So if you find yourself at loss and don't want to spend time with your spouse and it finds it annoying or boring or distracting or disturbing or any of those things, then that is a red flag. Y'all need to definitely book some time to come and see us, because that is definitely a problem. So spend time together doing nothing or doing random things. That's what they shared. And I love that. I was going to share a next one, but I think I'm going to stop with that. I still have some more things to say about that.
Yeah.
And those things together, they could be things where, it's the wife may be interested in doing something. It might be a hobby or it's an experience that she wants to engage in. Take time out to go there, be there for your wife, support your wife in what it is that she wants to attend or go to or her hobby. And then the same thing for the husband. Okay, so wife, go ahead, support him, go to those games, watch those shows, do those things, support. And I remember, I think we even shared it, a couple shared with us, we shared it in the book as well, where it was like the wife started gardening and kind of like, I guess, ease off, and the husband continued in with the gardening. And it was like they both got into the gardening to the point where they weren't even sure who loved it the most or who started, and they both eventually just was doing this gardening. Okay, now this lumpy grit story. So those of you from the Caribbean, from the Bahamas, you'll kind of like get the analogy. You'll get this one, right? This example. But I think I remember this even before around the time we got married too, because I was like, sure, please imagine. Okay, so this couple, they had just recently got married, and the wife decided to make this grits. Okay, so it's like a cornmeal that's refined and everything, right? So it's a nice southern dish, Bahamian dish. We love our grits. Put some tuna on that and some other stuff. Anyway, I got distracted. Yeah. So she decides to make this grits for her husband, right? And she mixes this grits, and it has lumps in it. It's not supposed to have lumps, okay? So it has lumps, and he's there and he's enjoying his grits and tuna and all these other stuff, and he's, eating that down. I think he had some corned beef and stuff too, but anyway, we're talking about healthy foods now. And so anyway, so he is eating that, and he's telling her, oh yes, this is good. I love it like this. And she's like, oh, I'm sorry for the lumps. Oh, I love it like this. Of course, you know what happened. She continued to cook that grits with lumps in it. Right? I even forget why I was sharing that story. But anyway, sometimes we get in the habit of doing things with our spouse to the point where we find pleasure in doing it, and it's like, was this his hobby or my hobby? Or it's like you get to enjoy it as well. So I say all of that to say, take time. Don't just think, oh, I love going to the theater, my spouse doesn't, and so that's it. No, go ahead. We need to be more cultures. We need to be more open to new experiences. Try it together with your spouse. Don't just think, oh, that's it. Okay? Yeah. Yes. So definitely do that.
All right.
Yeah, we mentioned I gone on and on and on. Yeah, I was having fun doing that.
So our next couple that we want to just mention 1 or 2 points from will be Willis and Raquel Henfield.
Yes.
And they were in Eleuthera in the Bahamas. And just one of the 2 things that they mentioned was always communicate with your spouse.
You want to share one?
Yeah.
Okay.
And that there is pretty much straightforward.
Yeah.
That's easy. That's simple. So always communicate
Sometimes we
with
don't
your
want to
spouse.
speak. Sometimes we don't want to say. Sometimes we want to keep it back and expect our spouse to figure it out or to know it. but communicate non-verbally, verbally. Just make it a part of what you do in your relationship and make it meaningful as well. Make it meaningful. So we want to definitely make sure that we are doing all the little things on a daily basis because it counts, which is going to lead to that stronger, healthier, and happier marriage and family. And that's what we want, right? We want that, and we want that to continue. We want our children to be able to see that, and we want them interested in creating the next generation in a healthy space. And so it starts with you, what you do individually, and the time you take out to love you, of course, first. And of course, I mentioned that in the book as well. And then, of course, spending the time on learning your spouse and knowing your spouse's needs. And then, of course, working together as a couple, as you create your couple's vision, and as you explore finances and communication and your intimacy on a different levels, as you do all of those things and build these, allow these 7 pillars to kind of build your relationship. And of course, no two couples are alike, and you're doing this and having these all of these experiences, and you're doing it together, and you have decided, like we have committed, that we are going to be a unique couple because we are going to let our relationship be the most important issue. Not any problems, not any issues, whatever it is going to be something that draws us closer together. And that's what we want for you. Let everything that happens draw you closer together and not apart.
Yes. And our next couple that we want to talk about, they are a police officer and an entrepreneur.
Yes.
They've been married for over 40 years, 42 years to be exact. Tracy and Deborah Wood. And they would have contributed in chapter 9, talking about ideas that work.
Ooh.
Yes. And to be married for over 40 years. Obviously, there had to have been some ideas that work, and just wanted to mention one of them here. They said that 40 years have been created by friendship. Friends know when to love. Friends know when to speak. Friends can finish each other's sentence. Friends know when to listen. Friends know when to be quiet. And the list goes on and on.
And on. Thank you so much, Tracy and Deborah. All the way from Texas. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much for that
sharing.
Contribution. Yes. And that there is so important. So if you haven't gotten your copy of 7 Pillars to Strengthen Your Marriage, you want to go ahead and get your copy. You can find it on Amazon. For those of you that are here in Freeport, Grand Bahama, you can find it at Variety Vault in the Independence Square downtown. You can also find it at Bellevue Gift on Queens Highway, and you can find it on the islands of Abaco and Nassau here in the Bahamas. So go ahead and get your copy of 7 Pillars to Strengthen Your Marriage. And thank you also to the couples that made their contributions in chapter 8 and 9. They were awesome nuggets, and we can all learn from it, not just now, but continuously into our marriage as we continue to thrive and have healthier marriages.
Yes. And so don't think that, you can get the book. The link is in the description as well, so you can go there and check it out. And don't think that because I'm 20 years in, or I'm 80 years in, you'll be 80 years in. I'm 40 years in or whatever. I don't need to learn anything else. There's nothing. No, learn.
Continue learning.
Continue learning. Continue growing with your spouse. Continue trying new things and doing new things, whether it's picking up a book and reading it together. And like some of the couples said, they use it as a devotional, whatever it is. Don't think that that's it. That's the end of the road. Because once you're alive, there's something new to learn, something new to do, something to experience. Okay. And that is what's going to keep you looking young, feeling young, and definitely being youthful.
Yes. So we had fun on day number 22 of the 7 Pillars to Strengthen Your Marriage Summit, Marriage on a Mission. Be sure to tune in tomorrow for day number 23. It's going to be another exciting, dynamic couple tomorrow. So
yes,
you don't want to miss tomorrow.
and don't forget to sign up for our all-white couples affair. Go ahead, click the link in the description, in the comments, and be there December 7th as we take it to another level in our experiences as couples. So you want to be there, listen to our dynamic speakers, and just have the experience. So we want to see you there December 7, 5 p.m. at Pelican Bay Restaurant.
Here at Unique Couples, we are building stronger couples, healthier marriages, and happier families. Love you guys.
Bye.
Have a great rest of the evening. Bye.